The time has come, my little friends. Apologies for calling you little, by the way. No offense meant. By the way, if anyone gets that reference, comment below. Anyway, as you may have guessed from the title of this video, Joecraft is indeed coming to a close. Episode 37. Today is going to be the final episode of Joecraft. This video is not going to be made for the algorithm, for retention, and for getting new audiences. This is for you guys who actually care about Joecraft. Alright, and now for you two people who are left that didn't click away, I will be explaining why I am ending Joecraft, but I will do so as we fly around and look at some of the old memories and builds that we've built together over the 1 year that the Joecraft world has been played on. Starting things off right here where it all began. Spawn point was right down here on this hill, and nothing was here. It was just here. Spawn point was here, and this is where I started. I didn't go anywhere. I just started right where I was. This whole area used to be forested over there, and I cleared those out. This is my starter base that was built on episode 1 and was updated in episode 12. By the way, there will probably be quite a bit of references to episodes, which are just off the top of my head, so if I get one wrong, then correct me in the comments. And this mine I also built on episode 1, and as you can see, it's been extended out into quite a bit of a quarry. In lieu of going all the way into the mine, I'm just going to free cam down there because there are a couple things I want to show you. But as you can see, this was the original first cave, which I've gotten lost in multiple times. This lava has been there since day 1. I never removed it, never bothered. But that's where the diamond mining goes on down there, and if we actually look, we have a pretty, if we don't get these rendering glitches, then you can kind of see as it flashes in and out of view. We have a pretty extensive mine down there. And then, of course, we have our classic original cave. And there, right there, is the jump-off point from episode 1. I jumped down in here and died so many times. I built that dirt pillar in episode 1. And I believe in episode 1 or 2 I escaped out there, which just so happens to go straight up into my industrial district, which is the next thing we will look at. Charity joined Joecraft in episode 6, and while she didn't play very much, she did add some stuff and helped out and stuff. She built this barn, which is let's not say a good looking build, but it's it's there, it's cool. Also this house, which I built her a nice house in episode 12 right here, but for some reason she just tore it down and then built that house, which yeah, anyway, but the reason I brought up Charity here is because the first farm that was in my industrial district that was built was in episode 6, and it was this iron farm. The spawn proofing was added to the next episode, episode 7, but the main farm was built in episode 6, and this was added, I don't know when, episode 30 something, pretty recently, 32 possibly, but this is an area which basically auto-crafts everything. But yeah, iron farm, it's what I've gotten all the iron from, and I've never needed any more, even though it's a pretty puny iron farm. But of course, plenty more farms have been built since then, including my tree farm, my tiny little stone farm, my string duper, my crazy string duper from like episode 12, I think, as well. I did some stuff in episode 12. Episode 12, I believe, wait, was it episode 12? I'm trying to remember now. I think it was episode 12. I built the villager trading hall too, which is completely gone at this point. John dismantled it when he built a better villager trading hall. That was sitting on top of it. For reference, this is where it used to be. I just stuck that there for some reason and he left that. We got our thing here that absolutely churns out villagers that I didn't really need because, yeah, you can see they're not the most comfortable looking in there. I kind of feel sorry for them. Anyway, that's there, and then this is where the villager trading hall used to be, and then of course down here is the new villager trading hall, which John built, which is, let's face it, a lot better. And also a couple of failed farms that John made, including this stone farm, which blew itself up, although not before producing a lot of stone. And then also this tree farm, which is crazy cool. I guess he built it. I mean, I'm assuming John built this, but it's crazy big and cool. I think it's broken because there's lava, like, dripping everywhere down there. But I think it was a wood farm. Of course, John always trying to up me by building better stone farms and better wood farms. And also better raid farms, too. We'll have to go see that. And, of course, like all good industrial districts should, we have an Among Us music player. That's awesome. And then, of course, over here we have the gunpowder farm from episode, I don't even know anymore. I don't remember with all the episodes. They blend into one. And then, of course, also the sugarcane farm underneath, which put together makes into a rocket factory, which actually works very well. And, of course, we have the original mob farm, which I'm almost dead, but we have the original mob farm that I built back in episode 8 with what I still think of as one of the best time lapses I've made, which is very cool. I like the time lapse I made for this. But yeah, I mean, it was a good sturdy thing. It's kind of decrepit now and just messy, blocks everywhere and stuff. I actually gave it to Charity, although she kind of quit playing, but I don't even know if it works anymore. I assume it does, but it's been blown up a couple times, and it's weathered the storm, and it's still here. And then, of course, on the nether side, we have the gold farm, which, of course, couldn't fit into the industrial district. And then we have the remains of the amazing prank. Really the best prank I've ever seen. If you want to see about it, go to the episode. I forgot what it is. It's episode 30-something, but it's the episode about going to ancient cities. But basically, yeah, this is the gold farm, and they built a replica of my house around it. And the reason it's blown up is because they put a bed in it, and I right-clicked the bed. But yeah, it was a really fun prank. But what I was trying to actually show you, of course, was the gold farm, which I built way back in episode 24, I believe. There's one gold block in it. But I added that auto crafter to this section and made it automatic, more recent than that. If we coast along over here, I don't even know what this is exactly. Oh yeah, this is my raid farm. Okay, yeah, so this is also, of course, something I couldn't put in the industrial district very well, because it needed to be out in the middle of the ocean. But as we can see, okay, and there's already a raid going. Alright, great. So I'm not even doing it right. I'm gonna break the farm. I'm gonna end up breaking the farm or something. Ugh. Okay, let's get down in here and see if it's about to work. Oh yeah, I think it's, of course, oh yeah, it's just immediately started working. Of course, the raid mechanics have changed, but not significantly enough to affect this farm. And if we coast back along over here out of the portal on the nether side, we can see another portal. And inside of this portal is the slime farm, which I actually built just in the last episode. And so it only really got a very small amount of use, but it was still something that I wanted to build. I would take you to the wither skeleton farm, but I actually have no idea where it is. You can probably, if you want to go find it, and you should be able to see from my video where it was, but it's somewhere in some direction quite a ways away. But not really very interesting. It's mostly like the gold farm, but just produced a huge amount of wither skeleton skulls, which was one of the best farms I built, although one of the worst episodes to make. And that about wraps up the industrial district. So now we'll move on to some of these builds over here, which are very cool, starting actually all the way in this direction. I don't know if you've ever seen this in an episode. You likely have. I can't remember, though. Stream episode something or other. But this is actually Sammy's house, and it's really cool. His base that he built, it's actually very nice looking. I wish I could build this well, but yeah, this is very, very cool. Stores all of his stuff out in the open, which he did. I actually did put in. I put in a prank where I made all of his diamonds non-stackable by naming them different things. I don't think he ever saw it, though, because some people haven't been on in quite a while. And then, of course, down here, I don't know exactly why John tore his tree down and built something else, but the new thing he built is also very cool. And then, of course, we come over to Sawyer's area, which I think is the best looking spot of the entire map. I mean, this barn is absolutely amazing. This storage room is absolutely amazing. This house is absolutely amazing. And even this little wheat garden is absolutely amazing, even though it's just wheat down a hill. But yeah, his whole area is very, very nice, all interconnected with paths and stuff. And actually, it's, yeah, like I said, basically the best looking place of the whole map. There's Marie's unfinished house. There's the crash site for the Quantum Cadoodler. Here's my shop, which was actually pretty profitable, mostly in the rocket department. Various vending machines scattered throughout. My super smelter. My wool farm. If you're wondering why I'm kind of going through these things really fast, it's because there is quite a lot of stuff to go through here. I don't know if you ever saw this thing, but this is a little thing where here's Nox permanently stuck at a small size. Sammy did that, and I love it. And this bridge I built in episode 11, I think it was episode 11. But now, we're going to move on to what you've probably been waiting for, and that is this right here. My own personal large build project of the series. I had a lot of fun working on this, you know? And I know, you know, I've been saying how I'm going to finish it sometime and how I was going to. And, of course, currently it's just really just a facade, a shell. It's nothing. It's just empty, and it's got an amazing beacon in it, but it's just a castle with nothing inside of it. No point or purpose to it being here except that it looks nice. And, of course, that's really what it was meant for in the first place anyway, obviously. Because, I mean, what are mega builds except just to look at because they're cool? But of course, I had big dreams. I had the dreams of the big, humongous thing out here. I even have planning. I never showed this planning in an episode. I never showed me making this planning. I think I did in stream, though. I did in stream, but not in an episode. And that's because I was trying to get things together, you know, to do the episode where I was going to make all of the progress on this build. But I never got around to it. And in the end, I just decided that I didn't want to. I don't really enjoy doing these massive projects like this. And maybe I bit off more than I could chew. But this house is going to be the only one in this entire town. But as you can see, I had all that planned out with the gold blocks for the roads, and I had like the center with the town center and everything, and all the stuff. I even had a wheat farm starting over here, which is growing very slowly. But I loved building the castle. It was very fun, but the videos where I did it never really got very many views, which doesn't just mean that it didn't have any more incentive for me to make it, But it also meant that you guys weren't enjoying it very much, and if I wasn't enjoying it and you weren't enjoying it, I just decided I didn't want to. And when I was deciding that, I just kind of came to the conclusion that I was actually really just finished doing Joecraft episodes. If we look at I'm showing on screen now the playlist of Joecraft, and as you can see, the views are super duper low. And again, it's the same problem. I love making episodes that you guys want to watch, and apparently you guys don't really want to watch these episode Let's Play series type things for the most part. So I decided to go ahead and quit doing those for now. Maybe we'll come back again in the future with another maybe Joecraft Season 2 sometime. But yeah, that's why this base is and forever will be unfinished, unless one of you guys comes and finishes it off later in the world download, which will be coming out right after I put this video up. But I'm very happy with this castle. I'm actually super happy about it. I made plans for it back in episode 3. I decided I was going to build this thing, and it was very, you know, it was a big idea. It was a lot to do, and I'm so happy with how far I got. Sure, I would have liked to get farther, but I'm not going to do a project that I don't find any motivation for anymore. So the castle stands as it is, and I think it's actually very good. Like I said, I'm actually very happy with how the castle came out. And yeah, so I hope you guys liked it as well. So anyway, I will sign off for the last Joecraft episode in this world. This feels crazy, I know. We've had some story arcs, we've had some fun times, we've had some boring stuff that's happened, boring videos and things. But I think the better way to close out this video is by having a little epic little time-lapse montage-y kind of thing with a cool shader of this world. Goodbye!